Hi foodies, I know some of you like us are cold today. It is frigid, it is snowy, it is icy, so let's make some Mexican hot chocolate, otherwise known as Champurrado. I cannot roll my R's. So I am dissolving in 4 cups of water a Piloncillo cone. Again, I butcher Spanish, I'm so sorry, I feel terrible about that. But that is a Mexican, it's a raw sugar that's very similar to, it's like an intense brown sugar. It tastes caramely, it tastes molassesy, it's very distinct, and if you've had Mexican hot chocolate before, you will definitely be familiar with this flavor. So I just want to dissolve it. There's my whisk, I haven't used that in a minute, and let that dissolve in the boiling water. And meanwhile, I'm going to add 1 cinnamon stick to boil with the water as well. And of course, this is a very basic recipe. There's lots of different recipes out there. So here is my chocolate disc. I use the Abulita brand, but whatever preference you have or that you can find, it is this pressed chocolate disc. And then some masa harina, which is a corn flour. Usually they make tortillas with this. So I'm going to add that, and I'll be adding a cup of water to that to create a slurry, kind of a roux. So I've added the chocolate already, and I'm letting that melt into my boiling water mixture. And from there, I'm adding 4 cups of milk. Now this recipe makes quite a bit, but what I like to do is I put the leftovers in the fridge, and then I can warm up a mug anytime that I want. So but you can definitely have this if it's not going to feed too many, or have too many people drinking it. You can also put in some chili powder or cayenne pepper to add a little punch to it if you'd like, or you can sprinkle that on the top. That's up to you. So now we're just gonna let this simmer on the stove for about 15 minutes. I'm going to add my flour mixture. What this does is it just thickens it up, but it also does add another distinct flavor. Of course, if it gets too thick, you can add more water, but we're going to let this simmer. You don't want it to come to a boil, because then the milk will scald and it'll not be good. So you just want to watch it. You don't have to babysit it though, it's not that bad, like some of my sauces. And then just ladle it when it's ready to go, and here it is. Oh, it's so delicious. Now I'm going to Americanize it terribly, and by putting marshmallows on there, but you can put whipped cream. If it was Instagram, I would be putting a cinnamon stick and sprinkling it with all kinds of stuff and making it look pretty, but it's not. This is just real life right here. And you can throw something alcohol in there if you are a drinker. I would suggest rum chata, but try this.